We get it so wrong. What we see, the issues right in front of us, are typically what we think about and consider most. Yet the things upon which we fixate, the real matters causing angst and discouragement in our souls, are only temporary. This is why we must, by God's grace, begin to develop eternal perspective. As 1 Corinthians 13:12 tells us, we see through a glass darkly. This means that, like looking into a foggy mirror, our perception is distorted and incomplete. God sees the complete picture, we don't. Our understanding this side of heaven is limited, and what we do see isn't always an accurate reflection. Yet we do not have to stumble about in dark anxiety of soul. Instead, we must learn to fix our eyes on unseen things, such as faith, hope and love, and even God Himself, who is Spirit, John 4:24. This is how we begin to focus on what is eternal. For instance, through faith we believe that God is at work behind the scenes, in spite of how things appear. Through hope we resist discouragement and stand with persevering hearts. Through love our hearts are softened and we are transformed into His image. May God give us grace to live with an eternal perspective, living every day like truly wise people who see beyond what is in front of us. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. 2 Corinthians 4:18 NIV. Lord, sometimes I get so caught up in the issues in front of me and so busy with the things of life that I forget to keep an eternal perspective. Help me to remember that everything around me is temporary, but You, God, are eternal. Help me to develop an eternal perspective, not by ignoring what concerns me, but by remembering that what I see is temporary. Help me to fix my eyes on what is unseen, and in so doing remain focused on You, because everything else on this earth and all that I see is foggy and distorted. Help me to concern myself with the things that matter most to You. Captivate my heart, Lord, and help me to live like a wise person who sees beyond what is in front of me. In Jesus' name, Amen.
Now we see things imperfectly, as in a cloudy mirror, but then we will see everything with perfect clarity. All that I know now is partial and incomplete, but then I will know everything completely, just as God now knows me completely. For God is spirit, so those who worship Him must worship in spirit and in truth. So we don't look at the troubles we can see now. Rather, we fix our gaze on things that cannot be seen. For the things we see now will soon be gone, but the things we cannot see will last forever.